Hello YouTubers, this is SHEM. I've been testing the Allview V1 Viper S4g for the past few weeks and it's time to bring you my detailed review of the device. As always, there is a timeline in the video description so that you can jump directly to the section of interest. I hope you'll enjoy the video. The device comes packed in a card box with quite an unusual shape. On one of the sides you can find the technical specification. Let's take a look inside. Once the top is removed, we can find a ribbon that when pulled slides the cardboard drawer. On one of the sides you'll find your brand new smartphone. I'm gonna put the device aside for a minute to show you the remaining box contents. Once again, we need to pull the ribbon to open the box. Inside we have two smaller boxes. The bigger one contains the wall charger, the 1950 mAh battery for the smartphone, the USB cable for charging and data exchange, and a metal in-canal earphones with non-coiling cable. The smaller rectangular box has a code to activate the pre-installed antivirus app and a user manual. Additionally, we also get the warranty card and a screen protector, which is a nice addition. Now let's move on to the build and design of Allview Viper S4g. There is a protective film with some information about various technologies imprinted covering the front. On the top we have the 5 megapixel front-facing camera, the headset speaker, sensors, and rarely found flash for the front camera, as well as an LED notification light. Below lies the 5-inch HD resolution display covered by a sheath of Corning Gorilla Glass 3. Below the screen are 3 capacitive touch buttons, the menu, home and back. The front is surrounded by a chrome frame. On the left side we don't have any buttons, and on the bottom right is the micro USB port and first microphone. The right side is where you'll find the power button and the volume rocker, and on the top is the second microphone and the headphone jack. On the reverse we have an 8 megapixel camera module with autofocus and flash. Below is the Allview logo, name of the model and the main speaker. The back cover is removable. It is made of plastic that can be easily bent. Below it are 2 micro SIM card slots, the micro SD slot allowing for storage expansion, and a place for the battery. The device has a very sleek design. It's 70.7mm in length, 143mm in width, and its thickness is 6.9mm. Thanks to the magnesium alloy frame used inside, it is rigid, makes a good first impression and feels very good in the hand. The back cover does however have a tendency to collect fingerprints, and because of the close proximity of power and volume buttons, sometimes you do press the wrong one. It is very thoughtful of Allview to include a screen protector, and I have applied it to the screen to protect it from scratches. Moving on to the technical specifications, the V1 Viper S4g is a dual SIM LTE device equipped with Snapdragon 400 clocked at 1.2 GHz, Adreno 305 GPU, 2GB of RAM and 16GB of internal storage expandable by the microSD card slot. Additionally, we have Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi, FM radio, GPS and GLONASS technologies. The device has 2 micro SIM card slots and supports LTE. LTE can only be used in SIM card slot number 1, however, and the second can operate at 2G. On a cloudy day with airplane mode switched on, Allview locked onto 13 satellites within just a couple of seconds. It had no problems with Wi-Fi and mobile network reception either. The device currently works on quite an outdated version of Android 4.4.2 KitKat with a skin from Allview. In Antutu benchmark, my unit achieved a poor score of 17,194 points. Performance in practice is average as well. The phone shows lags in the interface when scrolling screens, and some of the newest gaming titles are not supported, examples being Modern Combat 5 or Deus Ex Default. Titles such as Real Racing 3 and Modern Combat 4 run well, and the phone didn't significantly heat up after gameplay. Allview Viper S4g has a single speaker located on the back. Its location does not cause accidental muffling during normal use and the sound is okay. At maximum loudness it does distort, but it's not too bad for a mobile. The built-in music player has a nice equalizer that lets you adjust the sound to your liking. During calls I noticed that the loudness of the headset speaker is quite low and it is hard to hear in crowded places. People on the other side didn't complain about the quality. The 5-inch display of the Viper S4g has a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels, which gives it a pixel density of 294 pixels per inch. The technology used is IPS TFT, and it is entirely covered by Corning Gorilla Glass 3 tempered glass. The pixel density is quite high, and the pixels are visible only on very close inspection. The display has good color reproduction, high contrast levels, and excellent viewing angles. As I've previously mentioned, the Allview V1 Viper S4g works on Android 4.4.2 KitKat with the manufacturer's skin. The device comes with 16GB of internal storage expandable by the microSD card slots. The skin adds a few customization options and changes the stock Android look. Firstly, we have the weather widget with live weather animations. Next is the color app that lets you choose from a selection of wallpapers or select one of the available themes. Themes change the wallpaper as well as the styling of the icons and provide a quick way to customize the design. On the list of options in Color App, we also have various transition animations for the home screen. There are quite a few other apps that came pre-installed. We have a simple torch. Next, a System Manager app where you can clean RAM, cache, monitor mobile data as well as enter the power saving mode in Power Optimizer. This app also comes with a shortcut on the drop-down menu to clear the memory being used. On the list you'll also find a redesigned gallery with a stock editor and a nice slideshow mode where you can select from the available themes to browse your gallery elements with music. Viper S4g comes equipped with an FM radio and there's an app to listen to your stations. Next, we also have a pre-installed Bitdefender app. The phone comes with a license included in the box, and the app not only protects you from malware but also has anti-theft features. Next, we have a very simple note-taking app with a nice and clear interface but quite limited functionality, and lastly, a simple screen off app that switches the screen off when launched. This comes very useful, especially that the phone supports a double tap to wake gesture. Speaking of gestures, in settings you'll find a few others such as Smart Dial and Answer, snooze alarm when flipping the phone upside down, and quick gestures on lock screen. The last feature lets you assign an app to one of the 4 available shapes so that when you draw them on lock screen they'll be launched. Allview V1 Viper S4g comes with a 1950 mAh lithium-ion battery, and I've tested the smartphone for 2 weeks and the battery life is quite average. On a normal day with mostly LTE switched on and 2 SIM cards operational, I would get around 3 hours of screen on time and when on Wi-Fi around 4 hours. As I said, those are rather average results. On a positive note, the battery is removable so you can carry a spare one with you. Now let's move on to the camera. On the back is an 8MP module with LED flash and autofocus, and on the front a 5MP camera also equipped with flash. The layout of the camera app is quite standard, with quick settings found on the left hand side in horizontal position. What is quite surprising and really annoying is that when you try to access all settings, the app forces vertical position. Here you can switch the HDR on, select the auto scene mode, geotagging, choose capture mode, set self timer or change the resolution. There are no manual settings to be found anywhere other than the flash. What is quite interesting is that you can keep the flash on whilst recording video footage, what is not often found on Android smartphones. The Charm Cam option found in the left lower corner has a beautify mode to smoothen the skin of your selfies, comes with a few filters with live preview. There's also a makeup mode that ladies should appreciate that superimposes various makeups on your selfie, the PowerPoint mode that lets you convert snaps to PDF documents, and a stamp mode with various graphics added to your pictures. When it comes to picture quality, the camera is quite temperamental. It can take really nice pictures, but then other times it completely overexposes and screws up. The shutter speed is really slow as well, so you won't be able to catch fast moving objects. Night photographs are full of graininess and are too poor to be useful for anything. Let's move on to the selfie shots. Here Allview Viper V1g really does quite well. The photographs look better than from most smartphones on the market, and the front-facing flash is perfect when taking pictures with strongly lit background or at night. When it comes to video quality, although conditions at the time of recording were nowhere near perfect, the Full HD footage is simply bad. It is extremely shaky and just looks terrible. So as usual, at the end I'm going to summarize the smartphone and help you decide if the Allview Viper S4g is the phone for you. The main strengths of the device are comfortable design, dual SIM with LTE, front-facing camera with flash, nice display, some useful pre-installed apps, and inclusion of earphones and screen protector. The list of weaknesses is quite extensive. First we have the back cover that is a fingerprint magnet, next is the poor main camera, budget specification, interface lags, quiet headset speaker and an outdated Android version. The market is still quite limited when it comes to dual SIM devices, and in my opinion the extra slot is useful, for example for an extra top-up card when you run out of your data allowance. Having 4G in only one slot is not perfect, but nevertheless does the job, as you could always swap cards. I am not sure if Allview Viper S4g would be my personal recommendation. When for example a great dual SIM Motorola Moto G 2nd generation is currently not only cheaper but also offers prompt Android updates that we might never in fact see in Allview. I hope that you've enjoyed my review. I look forward to your comments, and if you did like what you saw, please feel free to subscribe and don't forget to hit the like button under the video. Thanks for watching.